Hey, thanks for checking on me again, everybody. Appreciate it very much. Today started off a little bit rocky start with some bad news. There's been a lot of health issues going along with a number of people in my personal life that are close and dear to me, and even some close family members and friends alike. And there's been some curveballs thrown our way as far as what's going to happen with our baby bath. We're having a baby bath for the new baby coming up pretty soon here. Um, March. We're expecting the baby sometime in March. And it was my genius idea to come up with a baby bath instead of a baby shower because a baby bath is a lot safer. So I'm already working on my bad dad jokes and all that. But today was wonderful because we had a number of different pieces coming in the mail at an older address where my girlfriend was once staying at. And I went out there today and I picked up all the things. And I'm just full of gratitude and very thankful for the people who've supported us with what we want and what we ultimately need for the baby that's going to be happening to us very soon here. And yeah, so my girlfriend, she made a couple of lists, a couple of registry lists with a couple of reputable companies where we can have people go there and buy something and then it gets removed from the list. That way we cut back on getting double things. And people have already been supporting us so far with this registry business. And we have a 6-in-1 Graco high chair for the baby. That it's beautiful. That we have this high quality high chair that will be multifunctional for years and years to come. Just absolutely took my breath away seeing all the wonderful things that people are getting us. We even have this really nifty backpack that holds all the bottles and the diapers and everything inside, and it turns into like a little baby changing station. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's very modular, very portable, very practical. So looking forward to figuring out how to implement that in our everyday to day life in the future, especially when we're going out on outings. And we have this really cool stroller that turns into a car seat also. It's like a 3-in-1 or a 4-in-1. I don't know. A lot of this baby stuff is very overwhelming when it comes to products and how they're marketed towards prospective new parents. And there's a lot of stuff out there I think that is marketed that pulls on the moms and dads heartstrings that it's really not practical in my opinion to get them. I know I'm just a first time father to be here, but there's some things you have to wonder, do I really need this or do I just really want this or does my heart just really want this even though it's not practical and I won't need it for more than a couple of months. You got to think about these things. Not to mention all the things that are already out there in the world that we have a lot of friends and family that have been very supportive of us so far who also just got done raising an infant themselves and they don't need these things. So it doesn't make much sense to go out and get a lot of the stuff when a lot of it is already being re-gifted back to us. So I don't know. I'm all over the place with this video today, but today's been pretty intense. I woke up with some less than pleasant news from some family members that are experiencing health issues, and the location where we want to do the baby bath might be at risk now. But we sorted it out with a meeting of people, and I think that we might find some solutions, some extra backups in case there is an issue. But I think everything's going to be okay. Everyone's being extra cautious, and I'd rather us be all extra cautious rather than willy-nilly and not taking things too seriously, so to speak. You can probably guess what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to get into details because it's a very personal matter. But yeah, a lot of that got resolved. I worked as a peer mentor today. I took my friend out and took them out on the errands they needed to run and did the things they needed to accomplish in their life. And we even spent some time at a local game store because it's very good for my buddy to play some games socially in that sort of environment, and also in a safe way. We've been masking up more often, especially when there's a lot of people around. When there's not as many people around, or if we have more than enough distance, we can get more relaxed with that. But it's a serious matter, though. A lot more outbreaks are happening, and it's it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate what's happening, and all we can do is the best with what we got and the best with what we have, as far as knowledge goes, and as far as our know-how about how to navigate through this thing. It's just a mess, folks. So yeah, with all that, waking up to the news about how things might be changing last minute, mixed with going out and doing some good work with a friend today and taking care of their needs, and then and then going to pick up all the baby stuff at the previous address where my love was once staying at, and I have it all here now in the car. So that's super rad. And we'll be working all day tomorrow. We'll be doing some quality control work. We'll be carpooling and yeah, earning as much money as we possibly can and saving as much money as we possibly can, because there's going to be a lot of expenses. Not only the ones we know about, but I'm ultra concerned about the expenses that we have no idea that will happen. There's always an emergency around the next corner. There's always something that pops up last minute that demands some attention. You don't count on your tires going flat or a blowout. You don't count on, you don't count on emergencies. That's what makes them an emergency. They just kind of happen, unforeseen circumstances, and you got to be ready for those sorts of things. So that's my job right now as a up and coming father, is to try to stay a couple steps ahead of the curve as far as the finances go. I've never been a rich man. I've never had a lot in my name, and making this recent house purchase has been a huge step for me. Now it's a lot more responsibility. So I have to make sure that I'm using my money wisely and I'm saving it, and I get enough in the savings and a savings fund and an emergency fund going before I start actively investing into my child's future, making sure my child has something that they can latch onto when they get older and they get old enough to understand how money works and how they can use it to their advantage. But anyways, folks, I digress. I've been all over the place with this video. A lot of these videos lately have been updates about what's going on in my life, which may or may not be interesting for most of you, but rest assured, I have posted a video every single day for this year, and my content used to be a lot more polished. It was very much edited and reviewed, sometimes several times over, and sometimes not enough. I've made some bad videos, but I've made some pretty good ones, though, and I invite you to go check out my playlist section here in my channel. I'm almost up to 1,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. I want to thank anyone out there who's watching this video and everyone else who thinks about watching this video or has even checked out the other videos here in my channel, or even subscribed or liked any of my videos or commented on any of them, give me any feedback about what I can do. These past couple months, ever since October, I've just been doing a lot of this kind of recording myself talking to the camera bit. And it's taken a lot of pressure off my shoulders, because my time needs to be spent doing a lot of other things proactively. This baby has been a life-changing experience, and I haven't even met my baby yet. Just having to prepare for the future and take a look a couple steps ahead of the game is what I'm trying to do here, and to make sure that everything's done right. I'm trying to be a good dad. I'm trying to be a good partner. I'm trying to be a good father and all that. And it all starts with changing some habits right now and getting out of the old habits, moving into new habits. Oh, the TEAS exam. I'll be coming up pretty soon doing the TEAS exam sometime in late January. I have intentions of going back to school next fall for occupational therapist assistant. I want to take part of that program, but I have to pass the exams first to make sure that I qualify. So that's another big thing on my radar that I have to take care of, as well as catching up on some video promises I made. I promised to make a video every single month for the local artists of the month. I have a number of different artists I'd like to highlight. I just have to sit down and make that happen once all this moving stuff is finally finalized, and all of these loose ends need to be tidied up and tied up. I'll have a recording studio in my house sometime by next week, I hope. Hopefully it works out that way, and we can get back to making some other videos in a different way. So until then, my friends, please check out my playlist section. I post every single day for this year. Like I said, I've organized all my content into different playlists to make it easier for you to find something that you might find interesting. And I post weekly circus and flow arts tutorials that teach you how to teach yourself how to do a number of different circus and flow arts antics. The flow arts have benefited me tremendously throughout my life growing up and my development, helped me out with curbing my ADD, helped me out with my focus, my concentration, with my confidence, all sorts of stuff. And I like sharing that with anyone out there who's willing to listen, who's willing to learn how to do these things. So please, please, please check out my playlist section. You might find something there that's interesting. And for all those who have watched this video to this far, thank you so very much. I know you could be doing so many other things with your time. You don't have to sit here and watch some guy inside of his van late at night talk about all the crazy things going on in his life with babies and with all these variants going around, and his hopes to go back to school and learn occupational therapy and all that. But you watch my video. That's the point. Thanks for watching the video. I'm going to cut this one short now because we're almost 10 minutes in. I thought this would be a quick little video, but apparently I have a lot more on my mind than I usually do. So please, folks, remember to never give up, to do your best, to stay true to you, and to be amazing. Yep, I said it again, folks. At the end of every video, I do that, and I do this too for most of the time. But yeah, I'll see you later. Thanks again. Bye.